So the freak in the mask only went 6-8 last week. Don't think we'll be seeing him again. What's happening, everybody? Justin, Bridgewater's finest on YouTube, Blockbuster_guy on Twitter, and welcome to week 9 of my weekly NFL pick show for the 2015-2016 NFL season. Now, the first thing you may notice is, oh my god, what happened to your face? Yes, I got rid of the beard because this year I am participating once again in Movember, and I'm actually raising funds this year. I'm not just growing the mustache and then not raising money for it. I'm actually starting my own Movember campaign for this year. The link to my Movember campaign is going to be in the description below. If you're thinking of donating to someone for Movember, please consider me your favorite NFL YouTube prognosticator as one to donate to. Once again, links in the description. Help me change the face of men's health. Now, as I mentioned, the creature only went 6-8 with his straight-up picks last week. I guess I gotta own it because it was on my channel. So 72-47 for the picks straight up this year. Against the spread, the creature only went 6-7-1. Guess I gotta own those too. 59-57-3 against the spread on the season. Now over under, you know what? He hit 50%. He got 7-7. So I guess I can take that. 56-59-4 over under on the season. Platinum, gold, silver, and bronze picks from week 8. I lost the platinum pick again. Green Bay losing that game to Denver pretty convincingly, 29-10. I also lost my silver pick with Atlanta shitting the bed against the Bucks. Seriously? But I got the gold pick with New England beating Miami pretty convincingly, and I got the bronze pick with Seattle barely holding on to beat Dallas. Taking a look at the Bridgewater's finest pick'em pool for Season 4, I continue my free fall down the standings. I'm now down in 20th place out of 51. That's not great. 620 out of 948 possible confidence points. That's only a clip of 65%, and it's not where I want to be. Week 8, I only brought in 58 of 105 possible confidence points. That's only a clip of 55%. That's really not where I want to be. So the picks are there. Like 72 and 47, that's fine. But the confidence point management has not been there so far, so we're looking to turn that around starting this week. Shout out to WestofKC for winning week 8 in the pick'em pool. WestofKC went 10-4 and brought in 89 of 105 possible confidence points. We also have a new overall leader, Half Moon's Picks. You are out. New overall leader is Evanhosmer, who I've mentioned on this show before. Evanhosmer is 80-39 straight up this year. That's a fantastic record. Congratulations to you, Evan. 80-39, 681 out of 948 possible confidence points. That's that magical clip of 72%. So shoutouts once again to WestofKC for winning, I believe, your second week so far this year, and to Evanhosmer for being our new overall leader. I'll take this opportunity, as I do every week, to remind you that if you go to the description of this video, you're going to be able to find all of my against the spread and over-under plays for week 9 in the NFL. You're going to be able to find information on joining the Bridgewater's finest pick'em pool for Season 4, all of my results from last week and so far on the season. You're going to find links to the NFL YouTube Prognosticators Facebook page, my Movember campaign that I mentioned at the top of the show, and direct links to other high-quality NFL YouTube prognosticators. It's time to start thinking about the Geo Knows Awards. Before we get into the Week 9 picks, I'm going to hit you with the question of the week. Now, I don't think if you would have asked anybody at the beginning of the season how many undefeated teams would still be in the NFL through 8 weeks, I don't think anybody would answer the number of teams that we have right now. My question to you is not who's going to be remaining and who's going to win and who's going to lose and anything like that. I've asked that before, and we'll leave that up to you. My question is, for each of the undefeated teams that are still left in the NFL, I want you to give me the number one reason why that team is undefeated. Could be a player, could be strength of schedule, could be the way a specific unit has played, whatever you think it is. Give me your number one reason why each of the undefeated teams are still undefeated. Comment of the week will, of course, return in next week's video, now that I've actually asked you a question. All right, folks, let's do it. Week 9 in the NFL. Here come the picks. We're going to start at the bottom with the bronze pick, which, again, I won last week. Still undefeated on the bronze pick at 8-0. My bronze pick sees the Washington Redskins travel to Gillette Stadium to play the Patriots. The only reason this pick isn't higher is that when I look at the line, because the line for this game is -14, 2 full touchdowns, New England's probably the only team in the NFL that you could justify giving a spread that large to. But it still bothers me. Anytime I see a line like that, it screams trap game at me. Now, I don't think there's any reason to think this is going to be a trap game. The Redskins... Sorry, that was a very important message about my current credit card account. Anyway, as I was saying, the Redskins really have no run game to speak of. Alfred Morris has been a total disappointment this year. Matt Jones is really hit or miss, and, they don't have RG3 in there anymore, and Kirk Cousins doesn't exactly run the ball. Not saying that Washington can't run. It's just a lot of things seem to have to come together for them to have a good day on the ground. Washington's had a fairly decent defense over the last couple of years, but somehow I don't think they're going to be able to keep up with Brady in this offense. I like New England all day. Bronze pick, I'm going to tell you to take the Patriots to beat Washington in New England. My silver pick, where I am 5-3 on the season, sees the Tennessee Titans traveling to New Orleans down to the Bayou, New Orleans, to take on the Saints. So who decided to put New Orleans and the Giants defenses on rookie on Madden last week? Drew Brees and Eli Manning combined for the greatest dual quarterback performance in NFL history. 13 touchdowns between the two of them. A monstrously high-scoring game. New Orleans holds on and wins it with a field goal, funny enough. Fellow NFL YouTube prognosticator Matt, the NFL Fanatic, kind of called me out on the Facebook page, asking me, do you really think the Saints have finally turned the corner? The answer to that is no. I've never really questioned Drew Brees' talent, but I do question a defense that gives up 49 points. And that's going to be a problem against most teams in the NFL. Don't think it's going to be a problem this week. Marcus Mariota still seems like he's kind of limited, whether it's by an injury or by the playbook, and Tennessee just fired their head coach. I don't think there's any Miami magic in Tennessee this week. So, for the silver pick, I'm going to ride the hot hand. Silver pick, I'm going to tell you to take New Orleans to beat Tennessee in New Orleans. My gold pick, where I am 4-4, sees the Cleveland Browns traveling to Cincinnati to take on the undefeated Bengals. As was very cleverly pointed out by Stephen Coleman, Half Moon's Picks, in his video for Week 9, this was a trap game last year. Cincinnati was heavily favored to beat the Browns. The Browns went in and clobbered them. Divisional matchups are always wonky. These teams always kind of play up to the stronger team, and these always end up being really good games. I think this is going to be a fun one to watch in the Thursday nighter, but at the end of the day, Bengals have too much. I'm a firm believer that lightning doesn't strike twice in the same place. Therefore, for the gold pick, I'm going to tell you to take Cincinnati to beat Cleveland in Cincinnati. But take the Browns plus 11 on the line. And my platinum pick, where I am still, as I said, only 4-4 on the season, sees the Jacksonville Jaguars traveling to New York to take on the Jets. Jets are playing a little bit more like the Jets recently, but there's no better formula for that, no better fix for that than the Jaguars coming to town. Vegas is only favoring the Jets by 2.5 points here at home, which I think is ridiculous. This seems like it's money in the bank all day, every day. Bet your house on the Jets minus 2.5. I imagine it's got to be because of the uncertain quarterback situation for New York, whether it's going to be Geno Smith or whether Ryan Fitzpatrick can come back. Honestly, no matter who it is, take the Jets. Jets defense shows up huge, 3 turnovers minimum. For the platinum pick, I'm going to tell you to take the Jets to beat Jacksonville at home. I need a good week. Home teams better perform. Now it's time to show you the rest of my straight up picks for Week 9 in the NFL. Let's get this thing turned around. Here they come. That's the Week 9 show for you folks. Comments, hate, and love, you know where they go, in the comments section below. Also, you've probably noticed you don't have the ability to thumb up or thumb down this video this week. Very simple reason for that. The trolls that have been kind of following some of the NFL YouTube prognosticators around, I think it's actually only one who has a bunch of multiple accounts and will just go on and thumbs down the video 7, 8, 9, 10 times. Well, you know what happens with little boys who can't play with their toys properly. They get them taken away from them. Gonna get you out of here this week on my CFL picks. For the first time this season, I'm actually under 500 picking the CFL. Damn Canadians. I only went 1-3 last week, which means I'm only 16-17 overall on the season picking the CFL. Week 20, the last week of the regular season in the CFL. Playoffs start next week. Here's the picks. In week 20, I like Winnipeg to go into Toronto and beat the Argonauts. Argos have nothing to play for. They're already in the playoffs. I like Ottawa at home to beat Hamilton, take the #1 spot in the Eastern Conference. I like Calgary to go into BC and beat the Lions. This is a preview of a round 1 playoff matchup. It's going to be in Calgary in the playoffs. It's in BC. I like Calgary to win. And I like, in a game that means absolutely nothing, Montreal at home to beat Saskatchewan. That's it for me, Justin, Bridgewater's Finest on YouTube, Blockbuster_guy on Twitter. Week 9 is in the books. Hope you enjoy it, and we'll see you back here for Week 10.